Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Tonight, a good one on Thursday night primetime. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go through the rain here in South Philly. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry for James Conner. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
At the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's an Arizona first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Again, it's Benson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Jalen's punch on the tackle. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Oh, what? Green.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down. On 4th down, Daniel Whelan is on to punt. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
No touchdown. 180. No touchdown.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
At the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6.
No touchdown.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Great. Set. No touchdown.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
That's good.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
Down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I love taking a shot downfield, especially after that previous play results in such a long run. I mean, the ability to create an explosive offense, both on the ground and through the air. That's what every single team strives for in the NFL, and I like the way this possession's working out.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He finds Devontae Smith. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handled it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up
Jake
fourth
Elliott
down.
on for the field goal.
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. McBride is the motion man. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Murray going to hand this to Benson. And this will be a Cardinals first down as he's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's going to have just a couple here, but there is a marker on the field as well. Working out of the gun, Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Murray now on second down. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. He's got it! And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Arizona.
But I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Eagles 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. Crazy. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jordan Birch that time to make the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line.
gain of 36
Big-time
yards.
play for Philly.
That's good.
36 yards.
First down.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
35-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one complete to Brown. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Grace.
Hurts will try it again. The throw here is complete. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
13 yards.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Here's Barkley. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith.
Complete to number 6, Devontae Smith. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. See what happens on third and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's fourth and goal. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 1. It's 7-6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They'll go again with Benson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll look underneath here to Benson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On the zone read, a give to Benson. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third and 5.
Swim.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. In the middle, he's got his man complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good.
It is a big gain for Arizona. 33 yards.
On the play. First down for home.
On first and 10, Murray. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
York, good on the extra point. And the Cardinals will take a 14-6 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Great.
On first down, it's Hurts. To the left side, it's caught out loud. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those 2 things are on point, it results in a first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On play action, Hurts. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Trimmer.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down. So the drive will end there, and on comes Tressway to punt on fourth down. Nicole Hardman deep to return. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. They go play action now. Murray going up top. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow. Really, the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball underneath, tackle well in space, and say, okay, offense, snap that slippery ball one more time, throw it one more time. Just make them go the long way. Don't get them off the hook by giving them a one-play score. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On third down, Murray. Taken in by the running back, Benson. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's Daniel Whelan now as he's on to punt for the second time. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
No, touch that. Hey, we got to switch it up. No, touch.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he is gone. 81 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Arizona.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A huge play just before the half. And even 30 yards. On first down, it's Murray. Here's a shot toward the end zone. They're going to take possession here just shy of the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is moving the field.
He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Now it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
A first down throw for Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On play action, here's Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long. But in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Good. 180.
Again, Hurts. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 7-yard line.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll get back to Wilson. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Murray on third down. Open man, right side. He's got it. 17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Now a second down throw for Murray. Run downfield by McBride. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Now, Murray on the bootleg. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10.
Yeah. Shit. Whoa.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Third down, they need 5. Again, it's Murray. To the outside, he's got Harrison. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
To throw again is Murray. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when the ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's a second and 6. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down.
A gain of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. James Conner. Touchdown, Arizona. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. York, good on the extra point. And the Cardinals extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30.
Their own 30-yard line.
The RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A.J. Brown. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a second and 5.
Great.
A run with Barkley. And they only managed to pick up 3 yards. And that
Tackle made at the
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Great, set. Trimmer.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
3 yards.
And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole. And he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
That's made right side. It's Johnson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 4th quarter coming up here on Thanksgiving night. And Thursday night primetime continues after this.
45-yard line.
First and 10. Off the play fake. Hurts. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. First time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Great.
Hurts working in the pistol. That is brought in at the 10. And he is out of bounds.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator...
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for two.
The Eagles will set up for the
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a two-point game. So the lead is down to just two now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
That's around the 22-yard line.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. There's no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads. They all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 19
A
yards.
19-yard pickup there. It's an Arizona first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Nolan Smith in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Now Murray on third and long. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And a much more positive run here. That one good for 10, but it's still going to leave him with a third down coming up.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he...
Oh, look at this! It's a fake! And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. McBride is the motion man. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 29-yard line.
They face second down and 7. That's to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. So a pressure kick here for Cade York. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one online. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
No touch, no touch.
On play action, Hurts. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
And 10.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Third and long for Hurts. And he's going to be stopped well short of the first down. Gain of 6, but it brings up fourth down.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's caught by Smith on the right side. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right back to Smith. They'll hook up again. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. A big one here in the fourth quarter. It's a gain of 34. Now Hurts going to do it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
It is second down and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Forced out wide. He'll run again. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's Saquon Barkley who appears to be shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here's second down.
Great, set. No touch.
Hurts going to keep it on the option.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing third down at the moment. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here It was third down. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Going silver, ready? Trimmer. Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And we're at the stage in this contest where possessions become extremely limited, so I don't blame them for going for it. But if they lose this game, this is going to be one of those play calls I think they wanted to have back.
They put Wilson in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. Well, that could have been a lot worse. Very fortunate to have a teammate there at that moment to come up with the recovery. But, Greg, still in all, it is a safety and 2 points for the defense.
Mike, ball security is at a premium when you find yourself backed up on your own goal line. In this case, the running back does not secure the ball right. And as you said, he's fortunate that wasn't a touchdown, but instead, just the safety.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Hurts to throw. That one complete to Johnson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. On the run to the right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
On third down, here's Hurts. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
They'll throw on fourth down with Hurts. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. How about that? A gain of 15 on fourth and 10. Moving to his right. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And it'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To the air again. Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And and they're set up a little bit better for third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Now they get the timeout. Interesting situation. Do they kick it here or run the risk of getting in another play, possibly not getting it down in time? We'll see. Again, Hurts. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
This one is good. So, overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed one possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Jackson now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And that'll be caught by the running back, Bigsby. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for an Eagles first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Great.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he is out of bounds, but there is a flag down, and we may erase that one. Now Hurts going to run this one himself.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. And it'll mark out up at the 34-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Murray with a give to Connor. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
It is 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
In punt formation.
Here comes Jackson on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him at the 35-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. An even 40 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Face to run inside the 20. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. To throw, Hurts. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. Well, they get the penalty yardage back here. Pickup of 10, and it will be 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
Now it's Bigsby. Finding room to the 20.